Hello beautiful Aquarius, I'm so glad you're here. So this is your reading for this week. Let's jump right in and start praying. So Spirit, Guardian Angel, Divine Energy, Universal Energy, what do you have for Aquarius? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of for February 4th through 10th? Please only allow truth, honesty, love, and acceptance within this space, as above so below. Okay, Aquarius, let's jump right in. I feel like you're fighting a battle within yourself, and this battle really is if you want to fight this battle or not. I know that sounds really funny, but it's almost like you've been patient and you need a choice, okay? I see you being stuck in your head either about making a choice or letting something go. I feel like in your mind you have a set idea of something or something that you want to do. The moon card comes out at the bottom as confront, and that's mostly because you need to face a fact. You need to reflect. You need to make some changes. You need to open up your horizons a little bit wider, and this may have to do with facing some things in your life or within your situation that you're just not ready to face at this time, okay? On the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords, and this is you trying to understand and trying to perceive. I do feel like you're throwing out feelers to see what you get back about something and perceive. It's like you want to get an answer and you want to figure out what's going on, using more reasoning and your own mental strength to get your answers. The Hierophant talks about traditions. This is either a relationship, wanting a relationship, or wanting to make something traditional. You have this idea of what it is that you want, and I feel like you're trying to execute that. This could be someone, a situation, but it's almost like you already, it's almost like you already know what you want, right? So here, I see you choosing to give to something, or if you want to. This could be someone coming to you or you going to someone else to try to balance things out, to try to get some sort of balance in a situation. You definitely are eager to start something or turn something around, okay? I'm getting this feeling of not wanting to be single and learning how to be more independent for that person. Now it could be one of the two, because I'm feeling both of these situations, okay? Or it could be both, who knows? Like I said, you're definitely feeling this person and you definitely want them around, and you're standing very strong in what it is that you do believe about bringing something back. So you're giving. I'm not going to say one last time, but I feel like you're starting to express yourself more instead of mediocre conversation. You're giving more of yourself now, or this person is giving more of themselves, and it's definitely because they want to start something new or you want to start something new, okay? I don't feel like you're going to get the response back that you want about trying to go back into the situation, but there definitely is a risk here that you're taking, okay? Because you're redefining what you have been doing and how that hasn't worked, and revamping it into something new so that it possibly can work for you. I see you being independent. I see you getting more strong within yourself, but and in doing that, you have to make the changes that you want in your own life. Okay? So giving these little love offers, or someone giving a love offer to you, you have the opportunity to make the changes that you want depending on what side of the equation you're on. What's interesting is the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and this can go 2 ways. It could be that it's just not what the other person wants. Okay? It could also be that you're feeling like it's not enough for you. Alright? So moving forward, you're definitely trapped wanting to make a decision, but you're kind of stuck where you are because you feel like this is what you want, or this is the idea that you have. Okay? You're needing to start something new. This road that you're going down is not very fair to you or the other person, depending on what the situation is. You have to get stronger within yourself. When you think of this situation in your eyes and towards yourself, what are you getting out of it? Okay? What are you getting out of it? And most likely it's nothing. You're not getting any rewards. You're not even getting that initial love message that you're looking for, or the love communication that you're looking for, right? So you have to learn how to be strong. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and this person is just not seeing you, okay? But it's more about you getting strong within yourself. Okay? And about what it is that you have around you. You have to have a positive influence on the things that you do have, or in your environment. Okay? And with that, you'll find connections and other things that isn't love, because it feels like there's this need to connect to something or someone when there's things in your environment that need to be resolved or touched upon before you can really jump into this. More about self-confidence, getting stronger within yourself, being a better person almost. Okay, not saying that you're a bad person, but it's just time for you to make amends with the past and move forward. Like I said, there's so much for you to nurture within what you already have. It's just that you need to see it, but you're so blocked in the things that you do want. Okay? It's like you're fighting to get on top, but never quite winning. And this is a lesson that it's time for you to learn, and it's time for you to see. So moving forward, shadow work. Okay? And that's what this is about. It's just about you figuring out where this is coming from. For some of you, this is coming from childhood. For some of you, this is coming from small fears within yourself about not wanting to be alone, or relationships that you had as a child or as a younger person or even as a teenager. Okay? So it's talking about self-confidence and your own strength and the things that you want to bring into your life, and letting go of past issues or past situations. There's a need for you to really dig deep this week, Aquarius, and figure out what it is that you're trying to hold on to, because it's like you're not grabbing what it is that you really want to hold on to. Okay? So it's time for there to be some changes, not only within yourself, but also within your environment. Okay? Because holding on too tightly to this fear or this devil card is not going to help you. Okay? You have to be, it's so interesting because manifesting love in your environment is just your way of giving it to the world or giving it to someone else, almost so you don't have to turn that towards you. It's so much easier to try to make someone else happy or put your happiness in someone else. It's so hard to do it with yourself. Shadow work is one of the hardest things you ever do. I'm getting this message that I need to do a series on shadow work. Just throwing that out there. So that could be coming soon. Yeah. Taking initiative in your own life. This initiative that you're putting towards this that isn't really moving forward, right? That's not changing or remains unchanged. You could be pushing it towards yourself and healing. And that's why this Five of Cups comes in reverse. It's about accepting something that has went away or walked away. Okay, and by accepting that, you're learning to accept yourself. Take that initiative to understand that. This is your first step into good judgment. This is your first step into judgment for yourself, right? Yeah. Sometimes there are failures in life, Aquarius, unfortunately. Sometimes the things that we want to start don't come through. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes when we feel this little feeling for something, it's not for us. You know, it's not going to last forever. You can't just keep trying or keep doing it and then thinking one day it's going to click. It doesn't work that way. You know, there are some things that you can't work on, and one of those is love. Okay? I mean, you can, like a marriage you can work on, but both of you have to be open and have some sort of understanding in order to get there. But from what I'm feeling here, there's no understanding on the other side, right? It's just time for you to see, time for you to perceive, time for you to be like the enforcer in your own life. So let's jump into this. Peace. It's time for you to have some peace in your life. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Negative energy being shadows that you have to confront and deal with. Reflecting on yourself, making those changes within who you are. And what I mean by that is the things that we don't deal with within ourselves from the past, we tried to push them down and not think about them, but they influence the actions and how we react in the future. And sometimes, unfortunately, we don't want to, but we have to bring those up so we can heal them in order to become who we are supposed to be. Okay? Let go of control issues. You can't control your future. You can't control someone else. You can't control someone's actions. And this is, someone is trying to do spell work, okay, to get what they want. And that's not the proper way of using spell work. Okay. So here's the deal with spell work. Spell work is from your own personal energy. Right? Your own personal energy and your own personal passions, okay, produces a wavelength that touches the universe in a way to attract abundance to you of what it is that you want. Okay, that's how it works. And it depends on where your heart is when you are trying to produce or project this type of energy. Okay, so if it's out of fear or struggle or obsession or want, like obsession, it's going to have a negative wavelength, and it's not going to come back to you the way that you want, or it's going to bring something into your life that wasn't supposed to be there. So I will be a little bit careful about that. That's the first thing I'm going to say with that. Finances and career, maybe it's time for you to focus on yourself. For some of you Aquariuses, you really need to focus on yourself and your own stability, okay? Instead of focusing on love relationships to feel you, because there's something that you need to work on. Some of you, there's a career that you've been pushing out. This is interesting. Some of you have a dream that is just a dream, or it's not considered a career as much as it's considered a hobby, and you need to understand that, okay? It's time for you to build a career or something that is more stable. You can have a passion or a hobby and do it on the side until it gets up strong enough for you to actually, you know, transition from one way to another, as long as you can support yourself. And it's important for someone to hear that. Also, engagement. Engagement is not only about love, okay? Engagement is about opening up a new chapter within yourself. It's also about opening up a new chapter in your love life, but I don't feel like it's with a person. okay? As much as it's with yourself. Some of you I'm hearing that it is with a person, and that's because there's something that needs to be confronted within the relationship. So this all remains the same. It's just with two people involved, okay? Some of you, there's a bond here, like a relationship, but there's something that needs to be perceived in order to be open so it can be worked on, okay? So thank you so much for listening, Aquarius, and I will see you next week for more self-discovery. Love and light to you. Bye-bye.